We're gonna do like a very morning dew type of look. You know, after you get like a really good night's sleep and you just wake up kind of like refreshed, like think of your skin on like a Sunday morning if you didn't go out the night before. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Amy for anybody that is new. So today I'm so excited to do this little get ready with me. I'm going to be sharing with you guys this new, well it's new to me. So this is Make Makeup. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but it's like a very glossy, like just dewy skin, like everything that I really love. I have been using some of the products already. So I'm pumped to do a look with everything together because I've been kind of using them here and there. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna first start by prepping my face. This is their Succulent Skin Gel. So I have nothing on my face right now. I'm so dry. I was waiting to put this on with you guys. My face is gonna be very happy. It's so lightweight. So when I was in Mexico, I really loved this, especially because I was in the sun all day and it has like cactus. So it's just very soothing. So now I'm just gonna prep my lips while I do the rest of my face with their Marine Salve. This is kind of like an all over salve. You can use this on your cuticles, on your elbows, wherever you have like super intensely dry or like maybe flaky skin. It's just one of those like balms, you know? Next, this is a super interesting product. I've never had a primer be this color. So this is their Moonlight Moisturizing Primer, and it actually pumps out like black. So you can see that it is dark, but you know, it just blends out into a nice clear layer. So I'm just gonna add that. And this again is super lightweight. I wouldn't say it's like a hydrating primer, but it kind of just soothes the skin. It has a very similar texture to the Succulent Skin Gel, like where it's super light and gel-like. So now that our skin is prepped, we can go on to foundation. So today what I'm gonna use is actually this one by MAC. It is the Water Weight SPF 30 foundation. It's a really natural finish, which is like what I'm going for. So, and what I really love. So we're just gonna apply a few like dots here. And then I always like to kind of flatten them out and blend them first with my fingers. And then I like to perfect it with the sponge just so you don't have like the finger marks, you know? So I'm just gonna buff that with the sponge. I'm just gonna quickly groom my brows a little bit. I'm gonna leave them as natural as I can, but I do have some scars here. So I'm gonna fill that in, and I'm gonna use this like little eyebrow pencil by Marc Jacobs. It has the spoolie. Oop, that always happens to this one, by the way. It has this little spoolie on the other end, so I'm gonna brush them up first and then fill them in. Just so I can see what I need to fill in exactly. So now I'm going to go in with like a brow pomade, brow gel. This is by ColourPop. It looks a lot like Boy Brow, but it's not. Yeah, let's just give it a try. Definitely like deposits, like it clumps up a little bit more. Whew, I don't know what I'm doing. It's too much. I think I need to fill that in too. Jeez, I've never struggled with an eyebrow this much. I did want this up here to be very light and feathery so it can look natural, and it just makes you look a little bit more fresh-faced, I think, when things aren't so perfect. And not put so much product. A lot gets deposited on this. So yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh, I think you should go like this before you apply. Do they look too intense? Oh well. I'm gonna move on to concealer. So I'm gonna use this one by Charlotte Tilbury. This is called the Retoucher. You just bring, oh fuck. So wiped a little bit off. This one is actually like the true color of my skin as well. So it's great to spot conceal. Then I'm just gonna kind of dab it out with this sponge again. It still allows my skin to look dewy, like it didn't take away. It's not a matte concealer, but it's not as creamy as like the RMS or the Glossier one, so it's not gonna like highlight any spots. But it still allows my skin to keep that dew that I wanted from, you know, the primer and also the foundation that I used. This one, I kind of don't care. Sometimes it looks like a little birthmark that I'm okay with, so I've just kind of accepted that that one just lives on my face forever. So that is my face with foundation and concealer. I still think it looks super natural, like you wouldn't really be able to tell I have makeup. For this morning dew look, I thought it'd be really cool to have like a very like soft pink. I'm gonna be using this Femme Rosa palette again. I'm just like so obsessed with this. It has a lot of really great rosy toned shades. I'm gonna take this color down here first and just put that onto my like transition shade. I should probably use a smaller brush, but whatever, we'll just start going. These eyeshadows have a lot of pigment. They're really, really good at like such a great price. So I'm just gonna apply that first, and then I'm gonna use a clean brush just to diffuse it. So because even though I want it to look like I have makeup, like I wasn't going for this intense. So I'm gonna take a clean brush and just buff that out. I like to use my fingers too to just kind of like dab out some of that product. Then I'm gonna take this one here and just apply that right on top just to calm down that pigment even more. And it's also one of the shimmer shadows, so it does give your eye like that really nice sheen. So you can see it's just like a very like wash of color type of pink, but you can definitely still see that I have eyeshadow on, so that's what I want. Like I want it to still be a look, just not super heavy. So I'm gonna use this shade here just to highlight my inner corner. It's like a soft champagne color. And I'm also gonna apply some right here, just so when the light kind of catches it. And then I'm gonna take this Au Naturel Wet n Wild palette. I really love this brown in here. It's like a cool tone, so I think it looks really good with this kind of pink, but I just love to have like under my eye, I love to have a little bit of a shadow there. I just think it gives your eye a little Yeah, and it's like a very cool tone, almost like mauve-y type of brown. I think it looks nice with the pink. So now that we have the powdered eyeshadows on, I am going to move into the Dew Pot. This product is super cool and I love the name. I was like, yeah, sounds right up my alley. So it is this like very pinky kind of shade. That's why I also wanted to use those like pinky tones up here. But it does go on pretty clear. It has just like the slightest hint of pink. So you don't have to just use pink eyeshadow. You can kind of put this on anything you want, or just like a bare lid is super beautiful. That's what I had been doing. So I'm just taking that onto my finger and I'm just gonna pat that onto my eyelids, like up here and then to the center. I just took a little bit more and just dabbing that onto the lid. And it just gives you that really like glossy kind of eye. So before I apply the blush, I am gonna bronze my cheeks just a little bit. So I'm gonna take my Real Technique brush. Real Techniques, yeah, I always say IT Cosmetics. It's so ridiculous. With the Soleil Tan de Chanel. And I just like to swirl it a little bit here and then buff it onto my like cheekbones. Not cheekbones, but under my cheek. You guys know where. And then I like to just go up here. I have kind of a big forehead. I don't know. I think I do. So it kind of shortens it. I don't mind big foreheads though, but I don't know, I think I'm just used to always putting some up here. And it gives you kind of like an overall tan. Like I feel like that's where you really, I always get super tan at my forehead. So it just looks natural. And on this cheek. So now for blush, Make has this universal stick and it's really cool. So it looks like this, and when I first saw this color I was like, oh no honey, this is not gonna work. It looks so pale and kind of like dusty. But actually when you apply it and then you start blending it out, which you guys will see right now, it gets warmer and it's like, I think it changes with the warmth of your skin. So I'm just gonna start on one side. So you can see when I smile, it just has like the slightest little hint of pink. I feel like it just really matches actually my natural flush. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of powder just to set all those things. And because I am gonna be applying some more like wet, creamy products, I just want it to have something to kind of grip onto, or else everything is gonna be like slipping and sliding. So I'm just gonna take this one by Laura Mercier. It's their Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. And I'm just gonna dab it like this. I still have like sheen to my skin. It still looks radiant, but I'm just gonna amp up that radiance even more by applying the Skin Illuminator by Make as well. And you pump it out like this. Ooh, let me not get carried away again. And this one is like more peachy, iridescent, those kind of feels. So I'm just kind of feathering out so it looks seamless to my skin, so you can kind of see the difference. And then this one does have like a little bit of glitter, so you are gonna get a little bit more beam. You can see it's already kind of creasing, so that's why I'm saying like don't apply too much of that eye gloss. So now I'm just going to quickly apply mascara. It's just this white coat, and then we'll go in with another one. Then I'm also going to go into my bottom lashes like always. So now we get to use the product that really got me excited about Make makeup to begin with, and this product is constantly sold out, so if you can get your hands on it, I would highly suggest it. This is their face gloss. So I'm just gonna take the teeniest little bit first. Again, it's always better to put a little bit just to see what it's doing, and then we can always add if we feel like we need more. And I'm just gonna put that right up here. Kind of like a C formation. And you can even apply this to your eyes, like anywhere really, but I think it looks really nice and natural here. So it almost looks like sweaty. I just like when it kind of catches the light, you know? This photographs so nice. It's clear, so it doesn't look harsh or anything. Like some powder highlights will make me look a little bit too white and it photographs super strange, but this always looks super natural and it looks dewy and wet and just kind of sweaty in the best way possible. Try this, take a few selfies, and you're gonna be like, oh, I get it. So for lips, I do have one by Make as well. This is in the shade Jakarta, and it's like a very deep plummy color, and I think it's really cool for the autumn winter season but I just want it to look kind of bitten. So I'm just gonna dab it in the center, like that. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that marine salve that I used at the start, so my lips have a bit of color, but not too intense. Kind of like a K-Beauty ombre, what is it, gradient lip, a little bit. Lips are so chapped, my god. So that is all for this very glossy, radiant morning dew type of a look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe for even more fresh-faced, dewy type of looks, because they are my absolute favorite, and you will definitely see a lot of that on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys! Always.
Look at this. So